Hey everyone, this is Charmaine from Fantastic Crafts. I hope all of you are having a wonderful Wednesday. Today we're going to be doing a very easy and fun ink blending with reinkers and inks technique. I decided to use this gorgeous truck stamp set from May's stamp line and decided to make a scene of a night sky with snow falling down onto the truck. So to start off, I decided I wanted to tape this piece of cardstock onto my mat. The reason why I did this was so the paper didn't warp too much, or the cardstock didn't warp too much. So once I had that taped onto the paper, I wet with just water and a brush. I just wet the whole whole cardstock, and then I put some oxide reinkers onto this piece of cardstock, and it's so cool seeing what happens when the water and the reinker interacts and reacts. Is just really awesome. Now when you do use a reinker, make sure, especially the oxide reinkers, you have to shake it. I don't think I shook mine too well. That's why I have darker spots and lighter spots, but you just have to make sure you just shake that really well. Once I had all the drops of oxide ink onto my piece of cardstock, I just decided to take a paintbrush and move all that ink around to cover the whole cardstock. And you can see I just moved it all around until it covered the whole cardstock. And then I took my heat tool and just dried the whole cardstock to make sure it was not wet anymore, so I can move on to the next step. You want to make sure it's completely dry before removing the tape. I made sure it was dry, and then I removed the tape, and as you can see, I don't have clean lines, but that's exactly what the look I wanted. I wanted the look of a paper being torn and placed, this like a panel that's placed onto a larger piece of paper, and I think I achieved that very well. As you can see, it kind of looks like the blue piece of, it's like a blue piece torn onto a white panel. Now make sure you do heat set this very well, not only on the front but also on the back, to prevent any warping. It's still going to warp a little bit, but it's so much better if you do it from both sides. Then I took the distress ink, not the oxide, just a regular broken china distress ink, and I just went around it on the edges to give it more of a instead of that being so white, the cardstock, I wanted to give it a more of a blue haze. So once I had that done, again I went with my heat tool and just heat set that. For my stamped truck, I took the stamp set Memory Lane from May Made It stamp set, and I just used Memento ink to stamp that onto my cardstock. I didn't do anything special to this. I just simply inked it and then stamped it onto my background, and it came out beautifully. I was so happy with the result of the stamp. Then I took some Distress Oxide ink in the black soot, and I went around to make the sky more of a night sky. I wanted it to be a dark, stormy night, but also I wanted the truck to be haloed, like there would be a halo around the truck. So what I did was I just left a border kind of around this truck and made everything else a little more dark, and this gives the effect of light shining on the truck. Then I took a paintbrush again and just went around and put a few drops of water, and this is actually my snow, or it could be stars. Then I took the Jelly Roll pen and just went around and put a few more drops of snow and or stars on the sky. I also decided to put some snow onto this truck, as if the snow was also falling onto the truck. So I just went around wherever I wanted to and just kind of go ahead and make it white with this Jelly Roll pen. Now you could use the snow marker for this, and I had intended to use it, but I could not find it anywhere, so I decided not to use it. But this would be a perfect place to use the snow marker. So yeah, I just went ahead and I put some more snowflakes just all over. I also wanted to give the illusion that this truck was sitting on snow, a bed of snow. So I just made a little outline and then I colored it in with the jelly roll. Again, this is a perfect place to use the snow marker. I then took some Wink of Stella and went around the whole panel and just kind of added some sparkle to the snowflakes. I also added some of the Wink of Stella onto the snowbank and onto the truck. Because I did so much watercoloring onto this cardstock, I wanted to make sure I used a very strong adhesive to put this on my card base. So I used the double-sided sticky tape, and I just made sure I was very careful and I aligned that to my card base, and then I stuck that onto my card base. And there you have it. This really nice, elegant, very artistic card that I think anyone would be happy to receive. I think it captured the night sky with the snow falling perfectly. I think it's a perfect card for the winter. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like this video, and don't forget to subscribe and make sure you hit that bell so you get notified every single time I do have a video out. Thank you so much everyone for watching this video today. Have a wonderful day. Bye.